If you're trying to burn off stubborn belly fat, back fat, booty fat, and you're stalled out, you're having trouble burning that fat off, then this video may be just what you're looking for. I'm going to explain to you what the Ketovore diet is in this video, and many people are finding that it's just the thing they need to unstall their fat loss and start burning fat again. I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician with 20 years of clinical experience, and this video is going to help you understand the Ketovore diet and how to do it. Now, you may have already been trying a low-carb diet, a paleo diet, a primal diet, and you've lost some weight. You feel better. You've had some success, but now it seems that your fat loss is stalled out. You just can't seem to lose any more weight. That's where the Ketovore option comes in. So as you lower the carbohydrate intake in your diet, you are encouraging your body to burn ketones and to burn fatty acids as fuel instead of burning sugar. And I think that's a very good, very healthy thing that's going to help lower inflammation in your body and help you burn off all that stored fat that you hate. When you lowered your carbohydrate intake very low, down to a ketogenic level where you're pretty much in ketosis every single day for at least the majority of the day, you noticed quite a bit of fat loss, and that was wonderful. But even on a keto diet, you may be stalling and you may not be able to lose more weight. That's where Ketovore comes in. So the average ketogenic diet, people are going to be eating somewhere between 20 and 50 total grams of carbohydrates a day. And for many people, this works beautifully. It may even have worked beautifully for you for a few months or a year or so, but now you're stalled and you just can't go any further. It's time to start thinking of your carbohydrate intake as the volume on your car stereo. If the stereo volume is too loud, you just turn down the knob. And that's what you can do with a low-carb, primal, ancestral, paleo diet or a ketogenic diet. If your weight loss, your fat burning has stalled, turn down the carbohydrate intake even more. So here comes the Ketovore diet. The Ketovore diet prioritizes eating fatty cuts of meat, which human beings have eaten for our entire existence on this planet. Eating meat doesn't cause cancer. It doesn't cause heart disease. I talk about this in other videos on this channel. What meat does do is give you all the fatty acids and amino acids your body needs, plus many of the vitamins and minerals that your body needs without the unnecessary carbohydrates. So on the average Ketovore diet, you're going to be eating less than 10 total grams of carbohydrates a day. There is no essential carbohydrate. There is no essential sugar. You're not missing out on anything by not eating the extra carbohydrates, except maybe your carbohydrate addiction. A Ketovore diet is a subset of the proper human diet, which I think is the dietary spectrum that all human beings should eat on. And it falls in between a keto diet, which is from 20 to 50 total grams of carbohydrates a day, and a carnivore diet, which is as close to 0 grams of carbohydrate as you can eat a day. Different people need different strategies at different points in their journey. You have to know where you're at. And you don't actually have to know. You get to experiment and play around with these different styles of the proper human diet. Please help me spread this message to people who haven't heard it yet and who really need it. There's millions of people who are morbidly obese, have type 2 diabetes, have fatty liver, have chronic inflammatory conditions that need to see this video. Hit the thumbs up for me. If you haven't already done so, click that subscribe button and the bell button right beside it and share this video with someone that it could help. So on a Ketovore diet, people tend to look at plants. They look at carbohydrates as a source of flavoring, as a spice, as just a little bit of extra flavor. And so you might cook up a big portion of fatty meat to eat, and you might slice up just a few grams of onion or garlic to put in there for flavor. You're not getting enough carbohydrates to in any way kick you out of ketosis. You're not getting enough carbohydrates to lead to any meaningful inflammation, but you are getting that good onion or garlic or whatever flavor you're going for. I think it's very appropriate to think of plants as medicinal in nature and as herbs or spices. That seems to be the way human beings have done it for the majority of our time on this planet. The Ketovore diet mimics the ancestral appropriateness of this way of eating. I don't think there's any place on a Ketovore diet for any sugars, either added sugar or natural sugar. I definitely don't think there's any place in a Ketovore diet for any grains whatsoever. Grains are great to keep from starving to death, but they in no way optimize your health like eating lots of fatty meat with a tiny bit of veg will do. There is no place on a Ketovore diet for unnatural vegetable oils, canola oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, peanut oil. None of these things are natural. They lead to inflammation and they're going to cause you problems. Best to just go and throw them in the garbage right now. There's a long list of fatty meats that you can eat on a Ketovore diet. From any fatty cut of ruminant meat, so beef, sheep, lamb, even wild venison, all these things are Ketovore. You can eat as many eggs as you want. If you want to use butter, that's perfectly fine. The average Ketovore enjoys drinking regular water, sparkling water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee. Now, and so that's where the Ketovore name comes in, because you're going to be getting a few carbohydrates from the coffee, 1 or 2 grams. An egg has maybe 1 gram of carbohydrate. Some cuts of organ meat have a little bit of carbohydrate, but you're not going to worry about that because the vast majority of the energy coming from your diet is going to be coming from fat. And then you're going to be eating plenty of protein because you're eating lots of meat. So you're going to be getting all the amino acids that your body needs to not only repair old tissues, but to build new tissue as well. So once again, if you've stalled out your weight loss on a primal diet, a paleo diet, a Whole30 diet, a low-carb diet, even on a keto diet, it's probably time to turn down your carbohydrate intake knob and try a 90-day trial of a Ketovore diet. Now, my wife, Nisha, has a whole Ketovore video on her channel as well. I'm going to put a link to that in the show notes, and it'll probably pop up here as well. And that way you can learn even more detail about a Ketovore diet. I promise if you're stalled out on your current diet, this is going to take you to the next level. This is Dr. Barry. I'll see you next time.